Yo! Video games.
What up, dudes? Good morning to everyone. I'm here doing something I haven't done in a very long time, and that is a pre-recorded video of me reacting and talking about something. Mostly because, hey, this came out at 6 a.m. and it wasn't going to be very long, so I was like, all right, I'll get up, I'll watch it, and then I'll react to it. So I'm just going to watch the Mario Kart World Direct, and I'm going to give you my honest thoughts and impressions on it. I haven't played it. I was not able to go to the Nintendo Switch experience in LA, so I'm pretty much in the dark here as far as that stuff. The big question on my mind, and I think everyone else's mind, is this game, is this Direct going to justify the $80 price point that I believe Bill Trinan said in an interview? Hey, wait for the Direct. You know, the Direct, you'll understand why it costs $80. We will see about that, won't we, Billy? All right, let's start. That's pretty cool, you know. Look at the Dry Bones balloon with the shades and stuff. Yeah, I like the idea that they're taking tours,
drivers,
costume
start
stuff,
your
aesthetics.
Engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game, available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix.
Wow,
But why
that's
stop there?
fair.
Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
It looks like a Fortnite map.
Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them.
I mean, that is pretty cool.
There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you. Here we go!
I hope being open world doesn't make the courses less
Courses
creative
are
somehow.
found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region. Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it.
Literally Radiator Springs.
See the sights and structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street. Drift
That is
along the
pretty cool.
rapid waterways of Salty Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals.
Oh god, we have a baby
Stay cool
Rosalina
in
now.
the snowy trails of Starview Peak. Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
They had to do that
Have
with
a
the penguin, really.
spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema. It's a whole new kind of drive-in theater.
That's pretty cool.
And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory, Peach Beach,
Pichu Pichu. Pichu Pichu Splash.
Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night.
Oh, so there's a day-night cycle. Okay.
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi. Plus, new drivers like Goomba.
Hey, Goomba,
Spike.
F you.
And, that's right, Cow.
Cow. It doesn't even get a name. It's just
Even
cow.
more new racers are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off to the races.
You know, looking at it more, these character
Characters
models
and
definitely do
vehicles
look
each have
upgraded
different
from 8
stats,
Deluxe.
So make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
I think it's
There are
just
two
like
main styles
character
of
and
race
cart, not
revving
like
up in this world.
wheels and
Grand
this and
Prix and Knockout Tour. In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles along the way. Try to steer clear. And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot.
So,
In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit, while the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City. For the first time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
yeah, but like, what about like,
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race.
yeah, the thing is, there's no like classic, because they showed it on the Treehouse where Grand Prix you drive to say the second race, but you only do one lap on the course. So on like course 2, 3, and 4, you just do one lap. You drive to it, do a singular lap, and that's it.
You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So
Some
keep
people
your
were
eyes
saying
on the
like,
prize
oh, there's a
and aim
regular
for
style
first
Grand
place.
Prix mode, but I'm like, I'm not seeing it.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first. Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim
I
the
failed to
hammer
see
in
how
an
that's
arc,
much different from
and
anything else.
Nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off rivals.
Oh, that's nice.
Mega Mushroom. With the Mega Mushroom, go big so your rivals will go home. Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks.
That's not new. That was in the first game.
You may even discover some unexpected routes. Comet. With Comic's magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
You turn them all
You'll
into
have to see for
charging
yourself.
chucks.
The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it. And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way. These include smart steering, which helps you stay on the course. Tilt controls, where you can hold the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
Oh, goody. Brought this back.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-thru. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food. Take a bite and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal. Eat some sushi and whoa, nice threads.
Oh, God. Gotta keep those DeviantArt artists
Once
employed.
unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen. Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a pit stop
Wario
and
looks
check out
good as
these
a pirate.
drive-thrus all around the world. That was a nice
Sons
detour.
of Anarchy, Mario.
Now let's get back to the action. Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace
Spike
each
looking
race.
like a Battletoad right there in Turbo Tunnel.
Charge jump. You can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Neat.
Use this to leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals. And if you jump toward a wall,
Oh god,
you
that
can
thing.
wall ride for a short
That thing's a
period of
playable
time.
character. Why?
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind. This will return your vehicle to its original position.
What?
Nice, made it.
I doubt
This
that's
can come in
available
handy when
online.
mapping out how to best approach a course. Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
Yeah, it can be used in free roam when playing races solo.
Want to take a spin in even more races? In time trials, it's you against the clock. Here, you can race without any other competitors.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world. Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race. You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course. Or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
All right, so it's in
You can even
versus
take the
now.
road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
Nabit.
Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
Dolphin.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal. Next up, Battle Mode. Pop off locally or online in Balloon Battle. Use items to burst your rivals' balloons. Pop them all and your rivals out. And Coin Runners, where you can go for the gold by collecting the most coins. Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
So do they actually have... Oh god, that's like from N64.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem. Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert. Or jump off from way up here. You can go wherever you like.
Why is the
Even to
penguin going
edges
off the
of
cliff? That's
world.
so mean.
Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Okay, so little
By completing them,
doodads.
you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
Waluigi looking like
There
Vern
are
Troyer
also
in Road
hidden
Warrior.
coins, hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and
So they give you
explore.
something to do, like look for in the open world mode.
Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose. Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate, and nice. That one's a winner.
People love this stuff, but yeah. Never been too into photo mode, except Ghost of Tsushima.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
That's nothing new.
The game also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Okay. So 16 total.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
I saw that there's 2 people online on the same system, so nice. Jesus. Look at all these characters.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
Fast travel.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
That's nice. You can do sort of lobby system like Red Dead 1.
You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
You are not DK Jr. That is just going to fuel the internet.
With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
No.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out. Nice. Are you kidding me? All right.
Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screens.
That might be the most fun thing I've seen.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by?
Yeah, they stole that straight
Wait,
from
who
the
just
arcade
passed
game.
me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye. And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces. Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Look at that. Big Daddy biker gang Bowser was pretty swifty there.
A transcontinental race around the world is just around the corner in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Okay, so that was that. Now, burning $1 million question. Did they justify the $79.99 price tag, $90 in some territories, for a physical version of this game? Absolutely fucking not. In no fucking universe did this direct legitimize an $80 or $90 price tag for this game. I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now because it's just that's the $1 million question, or maybe it's the $80 question. Does it look cool? Absolutely, does look cool. Again, I really like the free roam stuff. I like they're sort of putting hidden secrets in it. You know, little secrets, big secrets. Like, you could take over a truck if you get inside the big rig. You know, you could, P switches and whatever and question mark blocks. In the free roam mode, and that's all very cool. I love the costumes. I think the costumes are fantastic. I'm not really. They're a little vague on how it works. Like, you go to a Yoshi stand and you get a food item from that area. What does it take to get the item, the snack bag to appear? Like, does it cost money? Is it random? Do you just have to drive to the location once? Do you have to drive to the location with each character? Is every character going to have like a themed costume for that area? Because there's like 40 characters in this game. And some of them are like, oh, here's a Goomba. Here's a snowman from Mario 64. It'd be amazing if they do have costumes for all of them. It seems like it does. But yeah, like I'm curious exactly what the conditions for getting that snack are. The snack foods are for the costumes. They weren't really clear on that. They just sort of like brushed it over. Like, yeah, you drive to Yoshi's and you get a snack. Good. The new courses actually look really good. Like, I think they're really kind of trying to like embrace, this big Fortnite map they have here, and there's some really creative looking stuff for the new courses. It'll be remains to be seen how well the classic courses get implemented into this new free roam style, this new open world style. But I to me personally, like from what I saw, it looked like the new courses were kind of like a step up, if anything, or just very much more in line with the idea of the game that they're doing here. But we'll see. I think the Grand Prix being what we saw in the treehouse, where you do 3 laps on your starting course, and then you drive to course 2, do 1 lap on course 2, drive to course 3, do 1 lap on course 3. Anyways, you get my point. You have to go into versus mode, and you have to set up classic rule set to get a classic style. Hey, we'll do 4 courses, and we'll do 3 laps on each course, or whatever, however many laps each course has. So the classic style of Mario Kart is now sort of buried into, from what it looks like, buried into multiplayer. Like, maybe you can do it. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It's just another mode. But it is sort of like buried in just general versus now, if you wanted to just play traditional style Mario Kart. But yeah, so I don't know if it's not really a hampering. It's more just sort of like they sort of shuffled things into other modes, because they're really trying to sell you on this. Hey, you now drive, open world to your next race course. So now, as the sole singular first party launch title for the new system for at least the first month, I don't think it's too much of a problem, considering it's Mario Kart. It's going to be the best selling game on the system. This thing is going to sell like 40 million copies, at least. So, especially and the fact that they're bundling it with the system right out the gate, and we'll see how long that goes on for. Yeah, everyone's going to have this game, because again, this is getting a little bit into the pricing argument here, but the fact that it's a $50 upgrade to buy the system with this game, meaning it's $30 less than a new copy on its own, you're kind of crazy not to buy the bundle for the Switch 2. And then apparently the deal is even greater in Japan, where it's like the difference between a region free Switch 2 and a Switch 2 with Mario Kart World is even less of a price difference. So you're really silly if you don't buy, Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle. So, I mean, just looking at it, that is like, yeah, Nintendo's kind of doing everything in their power here to get everyone to buy the bundle of the system, so they can sit there and gloat, 10 years later and be like, haha, we sold 50 million copies of Mario Kart World. I'm like, well, you kind of made it like, you kind of made it imperative. So, but yeah, doesn't look bad at all. Looks good. Like, one thing I'm excited to see was like you could do two players, one system, local, 2 players, 1 system online. So that's going to help me out. Cause yeah, like I it's always better when if you have someone with you and you say you want to play online, you want to play local, with other systems, it's always better to have that option. So I'm glad they didn't say anything about download play. So it does, I pretty much am under the impression now that while some games will have that download play option, such as Clubhouse games and some other stuff they showed at the Direct, this game will not feature download play for friends, who don't own a copy of the game. They want you to spend that extra $80 for a second copy. So that's unfortunate, but not surprising, I guess, really, when this is literally their cash cow. That's why there's a cow in the game, because it's a cash cow. So, am I excited about this game? I'll be pretty, excited for whatever month. The thing is, I can't see myself really playing this game much beyond the first month. Maybe not much beyond the first week or 2. It's Mario Kart, and I enjoy Mario Kart, but like Mario Kart's kind of at its best when you got a group of friends or you're in the arcade. the free roam mode is not an adventure mode. They did add stuff in the game where you could like find some secrets, unlock some costumes or whatever, but it is not adventure mode. So it's not really going for the same thing that Diddy Kong Racing or Crash Team Racing did, where you have, goals and boss fights and, unlock courses through winning races. It is just, there's a free roam mode with a big free roam lobby on this big Fortnite Mario Kart map. So it's not, I don't think it's quite scratching the Diddy Kong Racing itch. It's kind of going for something different, and that's okay. I can kind of respect that. But as far as, again, is my hype meter changed from, my previous video? Not really. I think things are about the same there. It's looking like a Mario Kart with a cool gimmick. I'm glad the gimmick is an open world. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the gimmick in this game is what it is, because I think it's a much more interesting, fun gimmick than, trying to do something that just makes the game control worse or something. I don't even know. I can't even think of anything right now, but think of whatever terrible idea you could think of, and put that in there. So, yeah, like I'm glad the gimmick here is something that seems very fun and isn't actually getting in the way of just a good Mario Kart race. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say my opinion's changed a whole ton, but I can say this straight up: is this worth $80 on its own or for a second copy? No. No, it's not. You're crazy. There's absolute insanity. I mean, it doesn't even matter what I don't even care what your excuse, your economic anxiety, your terrorism, whatever. I don't care. No video game should cost $80. And I come from an era when video games did cost $80 in 80s and 90s money. And I can tell you right now, no, that's not worth it. That is highway robbery. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the channel later, dudes.